your phone away.
Ron,
Bro,
take that poop stain on your upper lip and remove it.
Dude.
Alright, starting episode 2 on the back. We're gonna start with Fortnite. Fortnite versus Apple.
Who the fuck came up with this idea?
Multiple people.
Dude, this is the talk of the town.
This is a big topic.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Fortnite said, "Fuck you, Apple." Then went in and tried to not just say, "Hey, buy our V-Bucks through our app and avoid Apple altogether," but they even made a discount, so you're getting the same product for cheaper than what Apple was advertising it for, which is a big fucking no. You can't use that's like it's like saying I don't know. I don't have a good analogy right now off the top of my head. But you can't use someone as a third party for their product or for their service and then not give them a cut. That's just not how life works.
$2 billion companies duking it out.
I mean, for real. So I mean, it's literally Epic versus like Apple and Google. Because the long story short, Apple and Google both pulled the app. Like they did officially pull it. So like, unless you already have the mobile version, you can still play. But if you're a new gamer wanting to download Fortnite, it's not available on the store.
I didn't know that. That's some big balls from Fortnite though to pull that. Did you see the little skit or sketch that they released too?
Yeah,
And that's a huge thing too. So I guess the story behind that, it's literally, and I didn't know this story, but I guess Apple long time ago didn't used to always be the top dog. I guess the top dog was called IBM.
What does IBM stand for? Nothing. It just sounds professional.
Actually, IBM stands for International Business Machines.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm serious. You're not going to work here. Get the fuck out of my office, you fucking nerd.
Audience they have.
Like let's
Yeah, well, it's like they already benefited. They benefited from it already, and now it's like now that you've, that's ran its course. You're kind of like fuck you.
Well, it's like let's say Rev wants to start a landscaping company, right? But he has no equipment, and I'm like, yo, Rev, I got you. Here's a lawnmower. Here's a weed eater. Here's an edger. He goes and he makes money, but he doesn't give me any cut for allowing him to use my utilities or use my equipment. That's basically what they're trying to do.
I think it's scummy.
Yeah, I think the question is just should they get 30% just because
the question is
30% is a lot.
Stores.
The question is
just straight up
who the fuck was reading the fine print when they signed a contract or clicked I agree to these terms? Like they think they're special because they're a big company? No, there's thousands of developers on Apple or on software designers, app designers who are like, yeah, we're fully aware that we're going to lose money. We're going to lose a cut of our money when we do this, but we know that because they're providing a massive marketplace that reaches hundreds of millions of people.
Where else?
Yeah, I'm sure they were cool with it initially, but at this point, Fortnite's gotten so big, especially amongst kids who have their parents' money to throw at the game.
Yep.
Yeah, Nadeshot was saying he thinks it's going to turn into like Fortnite isn't just a battle royale anymore. It's like part of culture. Like it's going to turn into like a Roblox or a Minecraft for like this younger generation where it's like that's what they're going to be getting on to play. And
my
talk with their
nephew
friends.
plays it all the time, and they just like hang out with their friends and like play creative mode because there's so many things you can do in creative mode now. So they don't even really play the BR.
I can confirm it's already a cultural thing. As someone who works in an elementary school and works with children, I have to see the fucking floss dance more times than any YouTube video could ever. Rev watched it for an hour or whatever last week.
I was gonna say
no.
I was like, Rev, what do you gotta say about that?
I know all the dances. I've learned them all. I've seen them all. I know how they work.
Yeah, I see it every day in middle school, so it's not much of a difference. They all do it. They're all obsessed with it.
Yeah. And I mean, like another game that's starting to get a lot of hype is Fall Guys, and I know we touched on it last time, but have you guys seen the skin thing that's going on?
Oh, I have not.
It's
Me
literally so Fall Guys did like a tweet and they said, "Hey, we're willing to put like your brand in our game as a Fall Guy skin. The money's going to go to charity. It's called Special Effect, which I guess it's a gaming charity that helps with gamers that have like physical disabilities." But it's spiraled. It's gotten crazy. I don't think they thought it was going to be this crazy, but it literally started with like $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 bids. Now it's literally Mr. Beast is involved. Mr. Beast put in $100K, and you would think it'd be
Jeez.
done there. But now Ninja doubled it. He did $200K. He wants a Ninja skin in the game, obviously. G2 did 203,000, and then before recording this, I just saw Space Station Gaming did 210,000. So it's literally just going up and up and up.
Dude,
Yeah,
Mr. Beast is gonna win that
Yeah,
out.
he doesn't lose.
guaranteed.
He
You think
doesn't lose
so?
those.
Yeah, because I mean that's just gonna provide him with content too. He's gonna go
Yeah.
all out for it. I guarantee.
What
he wins
the
that.
hell would his skin even be?
Dude, I need to
I
find the
don't
picture.
know.
You need to Google it right now, actually. Let me go to Twitter.
If it's
Because-
not Dr. Disrespect, I don't want it.
No, it's so trolly. It's so trolly. Mr. Beast, what's it called? Mr. Beast, Fall Guys. It's literally like a blue T-shirt, and it says something about a butthole. I'm not kidding.
They would never put that in the game. It's too much of a children's
No,
game.
I doubt that.
You'd have to change it. Kind of reminds me of wasn't there like when after Harambe died, they had like a new baby gorilla or something that came out, and they like let the internet vote on the names of the gorilla, and the internet just took place and like had these absurd names. Did y'all ever see that years ago?
Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about.
No, but
No,
that shit's.
I remember that. Here, I just
you
linked it to you guys, though.
should never put the
Is it a
internet.
shirt that
in
says
charge of a
"Ask me
vote.
about my butthole"?
Yes, dude. Yes.
Ron, post it in the chat for me because I'm afraid that if I click
Like
out of
the stream
Skype, it's
chat?
gonna start fucking with the cameras again.
Yeah. I got you.
That's from Tushy, dude. That's not from Mr. Beast.
What?
That's from
No,
Tushy
that's-
Bidets. That's a bidet company, Ron.
Tushy, the guy that bent us over in Valorant yesterday.
No, not that guy. This is a
Oh, I see what you're
bidet
saying.
company.
He what's it called?
What?
Not retweeted, but maybe it was retweeted. I don't know. His tweet was with them. So yeah, you're right. He would do a different design. I don't know why he tweeted it with them though. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Unless
weird.
Tushy's the one giving him the money, because he always has
Maybe.
people like donate them. I don't know.
The best one I've seen so far was Doc's. I don't know if you guys ever seen his.
Yep.
It is
Yeah, his is
so
good.
good. So good.
Speaking
of
Doc,
if it's not Doc, I don't want it.
Speaking of Doc, did he ever? So I know he came out with that design for Rogue Company. Did that fall through, or what's going on with that?
No, he made a 2D design first, then he made a 3D design that he displayed yesterday on a
So
stream.
they still.
And Rogue Company immediately retweeted his
So
tweet
it.
and answered him.
So they are still in works. That's pretty
Jesus.
cool.
Yeah, it's happening, like for sure.
It's gonna be called what? The Arena too.
Yeah.
Yep. They
Yeah,
tweeted
that'll be
like
awesome.
Perfect name.
looks like a lot of violence, speed, momentum, and then they're like, we need to get you set up with some dude, one of their developers, Patrick something. So it's gonna happen.
Patrick Star.
Dude,
No.
do you think
Not
they
that
already
one.
had this planned? in
Dude,
advance?
Think
No,
so.
No?
I think there was just some quick-fingered like community guy who saw
Yeah,
it and was like,
I was
"Yep."
gonna say it went so fast. Like
It did go
Doc had
fast.
the map done within a day, and then they
That's the kind of thing you got to capitalize on, though. When you're a company like
Well, he
Hi-Res,
was.
who
Well,
already shit.
Rob,
sure.
you said he
I
came.
mean, it's amazing play
He
by
came
them.
from a map development background with Call of Duty, right?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
he's got all that down.
he has work in that
Like-
field.
Dude, going back to what Eric said, they might have had it planned though. Like real talk, because they did have like selected gamers that they wanted to stream their game. Like they had people picked out, and like people were paid to play their game. But it is actually kind of catching on. I don't know. I see people talking about Rogue Company a decent amount on my timeline, and I don't know if it's just like I'm following the right people, but
Following
Random.
Smite people.
no, not even Smite people, but like you remember Killa?
Mm.
Killa's
Kill
playing
the
it.
choo choo train.
And like Choo Choo Train Killer, yeah. I saw him tweeting about it. Courage was playing it earlier today. When Tim couldn't get a win on Fall Guys, they like switched over to Rogue Company or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's real or fake.
In my opinion, they're gonna have to put in some real work to make that game relevant. It just, to me, the just wasn't fun after playing a couple. It was just like, all right, it just kind of got stale, boring.
Yeah. If I'm gonna play a third-person game, I think I would have to outvote and say Gears is better than Rogue. But
So this recent Gears is garbage.
is it really?
Yes, typically I would agree with you, but yeah, a couple ass Gears have been pretty bad.
Damn.
No one likes to see a dude fucking bounce around the map with a shotgun.
Bouncing like crazy. Yep, that
Yeah.
annoyed me.
I mean, yeah.
I would like a third-person game.
No, Ron, I don't
like,
think you've seen it lately. I don't think you've seen.
Is
the
it
bounce
crazy?
rate.
Oh, is it
No,
actually trolly?
it's like Pong, like like off the walls.
Oh, okay.
Insane.
Yep, it's just broken. Yeah, I don't know. PUBG's a good third-person game, but that's Battle
True.
Royale. Doesn't really count.
You know what?
Be cool to see a game like that good of graphics, where it was actually a search and destroy or something like that, like your old SOCOM shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ooh, SOCOM, man. That was the
Didn't
Game.
H1 start off as third person before you had the ability to go first person? Like it's like all third person, right?
Yeah, you could pop in and out of first person. But
Most of the time, you were third in H1.
Yeah.
What about
Just
Unless
first person
you're-
if you went into a building or
so?
something.
What about this new game? What's it? Anarea, diarrhea, whatever.
Yep.
I guess it's Anarea, but it's more
Anarea.
diarrhea with the way it got released. I guess they've been having a lot of issues.
Huge issues.
It looked exactly like H1. I was like, all right, I'm ready for this. But then after hearing like the first day and a half of reviews on it, I'm like, probably gonna wait before I give them any money.
Yeah, it's like a carbon copy of H1. There's just weird shit going on. Like, so when me and Eric first booted up the game, the movement, instead of being WASD, it was set to like ZSDF for the forward, backward, side to side.
Jesus.
What?
And then all the audio was set to 0, just like weird little
You
shit.
had to turn it up.
And then, yeah, you had
Yeah.
to turn everything up.
it's the
Everything
exact
was just-
opposite of every other game ever.
Yeah.
Just not ready for release.
Some of the other keybinds are fucked up, which that stuff isn't like game breaking, but it's just like, what are you guys doing? No
Yeah.
one uses those
Like,
keybinds.
it may be an alpha, but like this is a really
Yeah.
strong alpha.
Well, the lobbies are also 60 people, and there's no vehicles, so there's times where you could just be running.
Just running.
is
yeah.
there actually a lot of dead time?
Yeah.
There
The
can
map's
be.
big though, or the map's like? Is there more than one
Yeah,
map?
I
or just
mean,
one map?
it's exactly like H1. I mean, you've
Oh,
got
okay.
woods and mountains, and then a city. Woods and mountains, and a city. It's exactly like H1, and I think they could really capitalize because there's probably a lot of people like myself
Yeah.
who really loved H1, and the new battle royales are just like there's so much that goes into it. Fortnite building and bullshit, and Warzone you got a million different guns. Where if you H1, I think it could really catch fire as long as they capitalize on it. I'm still have hope because it's an alpha,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of work to be done on it for
I
sure.
always thought of it as.
The worst part,
Go ahead.
there's something worse. A bunch of people pre-ordered it because they loved H1.
Oh,
The people that
no.
pre-ordered it
Oh,
haven't even
no.
gotten their keys, even
Oh.
though I was able to just go to Steam and
get
buy
it.
it straight up.
Yeah, ouch.
Dude.
I didn't even hear about that. That's rough.
So,
I would hate
There's
to be a
still
gaming
people on
company,
Reddit
dude.
Sound-
complaining about it.
sounds like
Just a disaster.
sounds like
That's the problem with. Go ahead.
I say it
TB.
sounds like the Tanacon of gaming.
That's the problem with releasing like an alpha, right?
Yeah.
It's just here, play this quarter of the way finished game, and we may never release it, but give us
No.
$20.
That's what I like about Halo's play. What they just did, they were going to release a game and they decided that we're just going to push it back. We're not going to release a game that has got bugs in it, that's not ready, it's not polished up. So we're going to push the date back. So now they're looking at a 2021 release.
Holy shit!
And dude, I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too.
Don't release a
I
game
think
that's just littered
It
with bugs.
depends. Halo's like AAA company, so they got money. But
Yeah.
I think alphas are fine for smaller companies, but it should be like the alpha phase should be like you give out codes to people that are interested,
Mhm.
and then they're dedicated to help you make it better. Not like you open it up to everyone and sell it for $18 on Steam because you're just trying to make a quick buck.
Right,
Could-
and then you get shit on. Go look at the reviews on Steam.
Yeah.
It ain't good.
Could you imagine the Twitch chats like Valorant? Like Give me the keys. I need it. I need the key.
Well,
Yeah.
did you guys hear what got announced with Halo? The multiplayer got announced that it's going to be free.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
I did hear about that.
people are happy. They are happy Halo is adopting this
I feel like that's
style of game because you have it with Fortnite, Apex,
that's like
Valorant,
the new.
Warzone. It's like the new model. Like
Well,
it
everyone's
works.
crediting Fortnite for that.
That's
Like
It
what do you guys
works,
think? Do
but
you
it's
think it works?
horrible for cheaters because cheaters can just keep making accounts.
That is true. That is
It's
true.
terrible.
And
Well,
microtransactions.
that's
they
like
got to make money somehow.
that's like the new business model that's becoming more and more popular. Is that you make a free to play game, but you make microtransactions to make your game money. Not like Valorant, where your microtransactions is a $90 transaction to get a couple of skins, but like where you can buy some things here and there, emotes, whatever, and not like the Fortnite model where you try to fuck over one of the biggest companies in the world, but like just enough to where you can develop your game and progress your game and make it better and improve your game.
Yeah.
Because if your game's good enough and you make it free, people are going to play it and people are going to spend money on it.
Dude, I really don't mind if they want to price skins high because as long as it's not pay to win shit. I mean, how bad
Or
do you
like-
want the skin? If you want a skin that's $100, you're gonna have to spend $100. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
gonna change how the game is played. So as long as it's not pay to win, I don't care what the price
I-
is. They got to make their money
I
somehow.
don't care what you
I
say.
just don't want them to put gambling on it either.
Mm.
Like randomness, like you loot boxes.
Right.
Well,
Okay,
Right?
yeah,
I don't want to buy a $70 loot box and get
yeah.
a duplicate.
Yeah.
see-
or like a
that's
battle
fair.
pass that's worth it. Like when's the last time you've been excited about a battle pass on like any game?
Fortnite.
Apex
Like-
had good ones.
Did they actually? Because I feel like that I don't know. Valorants are like meh, and then CODs
Yeah,
were always
Valorants
like
are pretty
super
bad.
meh.
Smite. That was
The
last
only
liked the
time I
battle
had like
pass.
any type
True.
of like battle pass or anything like that I looked forward to was like 2009 through 2012 Call of Duty, like waiting for the DLC to drop. That was the
Yeah.
only thing I ever like. Other than that, I don't really spend money on
Dude,
skins and stuff. The only time I did was with Counter-Strike, and the reason I did that was because you could make a shit ton of money doing it. You could sell it, you could trade it. I had an inventory that was well over $5,000, which I lost gambling, but it was there. It was there. I still have some of the skins, but it was, yeah. I mean, that was some of the excitement. That was what actually drove a lot of its popularity starting out. I think there are pros and cons to like a gambling or having a marketplace where you can trade and sell and have that risk, because it makes the skins that much more valuable. And when they're that rare, it adds value if you can go and sell it or trade it or whatever. But then that brings in to the downside of it, which is the integrity of the game, people potentially throwing
Yep.
matches, match fixing, all the stuff that we've seen in multiple games, even with marketplaces where you can't sell. So, I mean, if you're going to be shitty, you're just going to be shitty.
It scares me because CS:GO had all those problems with the gambling websites that were targeted towards minors.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's that. Well, see, okay. So here's the thing with that is I do agree with that.
oh no.
I do agree with that. That is a problem. But Valve shut that down. That wasn't on Valve. I mean, they had nothing. They
Yeah.
had no. Those are people who didn't have Valve's support that didn't say, "Yeah, we agree. You can make this website." They were sending them cease and desist letters left and right, and that's why they all got shut down.
Yeah.
Right, but how long did it go on before they got the cease and desist letter?
Probably
Is the
a couple years,
thing.
but at the same time, what's the difference in that and these other companies that have microtransactions that are knowingly letting kids use mommy
Kids with the credit card on their Xbox.
say where all they have to do
yeah.
is click a button and they purchase $50 in skins. I mean, there was a kid that did that recently. I don't remember. It was like probably 6 months ago, maybe less than that, or maybe more than that. He like accidentally bought like $4,000 worth of stuff, and his mom cleared her savings account.
I think I heard
And
about that.
they started
Right, so
they
like,
started a GoFundMe for her to try to help get her money back, because the company's like, we can't give you your money back. We gave you your money back.
You got the unicorn skin, bro.
Yeah.
right, so the issue with it is that, right, the normal loot boxes or stuff that kid spent his money on was through a like AAA publisher. That gambling website is through a YouTuber
Yeah.
who took money from an
CS stuff was a little bit sketchy.
internet developer who said, "Hey, promote this. We'll give you a cut of this."
And they didn't disclose.
that's
They
the
didn't
problem.
disclose that they had ownership in that
Yeah.
site.
And they faked it,
You-
right? They're like, I'm going to spend $1,000. Oh my God, I won a $5,000 knife. Well, little does anybody know is that box was guaranteed to give the person showing him everybody that stuff.
Yeah, that was super scummy.
There's a reason why.
I think we're getting sidetracked though.
That is true. I was thinking about it last week. It was really unfortunate timing because we had like mentioned Shroud posting all those gifs, right, of him returning, and then literally the next morning he returned to his stream. It was like
it was really the next day.
It was the next day.
Oh God.
He's watching us just like everyone else.
He's got the goatee now.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
saw that. All
that
that
looks
like
so
bad.
bad.
Did you
Look at
guys?
that?
You guys
I
see that?
think
full
it is
goatee.
terrible.
You
Who
see
was
that new
everyone saying he looked like?
Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler.
Oh,
Sandler.
yeah.
The doc put that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Uncle Shroud is what they called him, I think. There was
So what is he doing? Is Shroud? I mean, all the speculation, all of our speculation. It's just there's just nothing, huh?
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing.
Just trying to create hype.
there
I
was
guess.
a clip where him and his good friend, if you've ever watched the stream, Justin, were playing. And Shroud was like, this was the first time in a long time that I was actually nervous. Like, I was nervous. He's like, I knew there was going to be a lot of people, but the number just kept going up and up and up and up. And apparently when he started his stream, he fucked up and like there was no audio and all these things were misset. And he's like, I've never done that before, but I was nervous. And the numbers, next thing you know, it's over 500,000 people. And he's like, I don't deserve that. And his friend Justin was like, oh, here we go. Humble Shroud again. He's like, you do deserve most of it, but maybe not 500K, but you deserve most of it. And he's like, yeah, I expected 100K, but not 500,000 people. That's crazy.
Good. I was very.
Were you nervous?
At first I wasn't, but then I saw the viewers climbing and I was like, I don't deserve this, right? And then I started to be like, holy shit, this is like 500,000, like this is huge. And I'm just sitting here thinking I'm just a dude who plays games, you know? And then I had like a realization check and I'm like, holy, what is going on? You know, I don't have much production value. I'm just here. I shoot some heads.
I hate you right now. Can you stop being so humble for once? And just, you do. I mean, you don't deserve all of it, but you deserve most of it.
That's what okay. That's exactly my point.
I'm just kidding. just kidding.
No, but you said it perfect. That's exactly my point. I expected like 150, 200K or something, but then it started to climb higher and faster and faster and faster, and I'm like, holy shit, this is insane, right?
I can't believe you fucked up the bitrate though. How do you do that? No audio on the intro. Is this your first time streaming?
Bro, it's been like almost 2 months. Give me a.
You think you're gonna start seeing more big time streamers try to do that, right? Like the doc leaves for his reasons.
Yeah.
Comes back, gets 500,000 views. Shroud comes back, gets 500,000 views.
I think we see people try to create drama and create that kind of situation all the time, but they aren't Shroud, they aren't Doc, so it's not going to get the same hype. You can try to create that. You can try to.
Yeah, and if you just straight up disappear, it's going to be obvious.
Yeah.
So what?
Shit happen.
The announcement was he signs Twitch. Like that was the announcement then.
Yeah, he's on Twitch. He didn't really announce it.
He didn't announce a mega deal or anything, but surely there's a deal behind the scenes. He just said, "I'm home," and Twitch has been fully like endorsing and like supporting and tweeting them out every chance they get. So,
dude, Twitch is like, thank God.
I would have loved to see him go to YouTube or somewhere else.
But see, that's a gamble.
I wonder what
I think Twitch
Lynch is
gonna
do. It's pure speculation on my point, but he had a Fortnite tournament and he streamed it on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm wondering if he's going to try and like set up tournaments and do more of a businessy route.
Who is this? This was Shroud?
And use Ninja.
Oh, Ninja, okay.
And use his channels to promote his tournaments.
Well,
because I'm sure if he signed with Twitch or YouTube or whatever, he wouldn't be able to promote his tournaments on other sites.
Say he would be able to stream unless, well, maybe with someone of his magnitude. He would probably have some exclusivity like contract where he couldn't use any other platform. But if he's not like on that exclusive deal or contract, you can stream on other platforms but you can't dual stream the same content at the same time. So like if you wanted to do both platforms, you would have to do them back and forth, like one day, one the other, but he couldn't do them simultaneously.
They're gonna
That's
have
what
to
I'm
make
wondering,
the bag
because that
worth it.
Fortnite tournament he had on both. So if he wanted to start setting up tournaments for other games and stream them to multiple sites,
Yeah, I like that. That's not a bad idea, honestly.
it's not.
You'd have to be really big for it to work, but he's big enough for it to work in his favor.
Yep.
Like unless the bag is just huge, which it probably is, but who knows?
I mean, if Mixer's bag was over $15 million, I can only imagine what YouTube or Twitch, you know, that's Amazon backing your platform and YouTube, which is Google. So
it's got to be a great time to be a top streamer right now, because I'm sure you have the companies approaching you and you're like, yes, it's my time.
Did y'all see the clip of Tim when they're like, hey, Tim, did Mixer try to sign you over to a deal? And he just kind of looked at the camera and looked back and forth. And they're like, do you regret not taking that deal if they offered you a deal? Because you'd be back. And he just kind of looks at the camera and gives that look that he gives where he just looks away and looks at it. He's like, I'm not going to say anything, chat. And then he just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Missed out on the big bag.
Literally the freest money. Like, that's just so, oh, man, literally the freest money.
Yeah, but and these kind of things, right? Like, these are the kinds of things that, like, your loyalty is what builds your community. And if you're constantly, I hate the word, but selling out for the bag, you better hope that bag better be a hefty fucking bag. Otherwise,
yeah, but you worked for that though. You know, like he's already built his fan base and he's worked his ass off. So I don't see anything wrong with going to try to get paid a large sum to stream on another service. You know, I don't see a problem with that. Get your money.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
You put in the work for it.
But like, don't hop around.
I mean,
don't hop around. But I mean,
if I was him, I would take the bag. I mean, if I can get a bag that's going to secure me retirement and my kids' retirement and probably my kids' retirement, that's a sacrifice. You know, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. I can't stream forever.
Yeah.
No one can. I mean, you can. In a dream world, you can think you're going to, but eventually you're going to get older and not want to sit behind a computer for 6 to 8 hours a day and stream all the time. It's just the way it works.
God. Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet. That's got to be coming. What is it, like, 10, 20 years left? And then we'll start seeing some grandpas streaming?
There already are. There already is.
They have a pro grandpa team.
It's a guy called Grandpa Kilt You. I've been following him for a while. He's always at like 15 viewers, just never really moves. I feel bad for him.
Hey man, that's better than what we do.
He's probably retired, just kicking back, playing some
games. He plays Call of Duty all the time. I got Grandpa up. I'll pull him down. Oh, now he's too small.
Well, I know Grandpa's usually kind of slower. The next topic that I was kind of wanting to talk about, because Rev brought it up the other day, but he didn't discuss it much. I told him to hold on to it. Was games done quick. So if you guys ever watch like speed runs and stuff, I watch like YouTube clips of certain games. I'm not going to watch a game's done quick that's 3 hours long, but I do watch some that are like 20, 30 minutes long, because I'm like, damn, I used to spend 4 days playing Zelda or whatever to beat it, and this guy beat it in an hour. But
it's crazy watching people beat games that took you like 30, 40 hours. They do it in like 20 minutes. And so like twice a year, they do this thing where it's like a week long and it's 24/7, nothing but speedrunners. And it's for charity, Doctors Without Borders. And like the last 2 years, they raised over like $6 million.
Jesus.
Nice. Like right now, I think they're at like 300,000. And the guy, like they're streaming The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. So it's really cool. And like they have this year they're doing it online because of the whole COVID thing. So I'm curious to see what kind of donations they get.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Because that brings back an entire generation of gaming. Like I'd say like that generation of gaming, which is like when we were growing up, is what kind of like kick-started all of this that we see today. And that's going to bring back people from like the shadows to come watch these guys. Like, oh, I remember playing this game. Holy shit, I want to watch this guy play it and beat it, you know, as fast as they can. Now, that's also kind of a result of what happens when you play the same game for 20 years and never move on to anything different. Eventually, you just beat it super fast. But, more power to them because they're able to get it to a platform and make it into content and make it entertaining for people to watch and then turn that into a charitable cause, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad they didn't
know,
cancel it or something. Like with COVID, I'm glad it's online.
That's gotta be.
I can't believe.
Fuck you, dude. No, fuck
I
you,
can't
dude.
believe how many exploits they find in those games. I don't know how they do it. It's just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Some
A lot of
games are set up for it because I remember Far Cry 4, the very opening scene of it, like the bad dude tells you like you got to go find somebody, and if you just don't leave, the game just ends.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, there's like little Easter eggs.
So Pagan Min leaves. He's like, "Hey, wait here," and then like you wait 15 minutes, and he comes back and takes you to the end of the game.
Yeah, just
the whole cutscene and everything.
Yeah, he's gone. You beat it. Congrats.
I wonder, like, what game gets the most hype? Like, do you know, Rev? Like, what's everyone watching? Like when they do the.
Everybody gets hyped for. So they did this thing called Save the Animals, and near the end they run Metroid Prime, or everybody gets hyped for Metroid. But they run it in blocks. So like last night at like midnight was their horror game block. So they did a speed run of Alien Isolation, Silent Hill.
Eric can't watch those.
Resident Evil.
Right, went to bed.
You guys are stupid.
And then like they have an RPG block where they'll do a run of Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy.
I'm not gonna lie. Until you mentioned Final Fantasy, I had no clue what the fuck you were talking about.
There was a lot of games I didn't know, but I knew some of them.
Can't wait till he plays.
But like the big one is Metroid, Sonic.
So Sonic, man.
Dude, Sonic. People are probably cracked on Sonic, dude.
The Sega, man. The Sega that takes me back to the day.
Yeah.
Played the Sega, then I moved on to the PlayStation. Crash Bandicoot. Anybody? Where you at?
Dude, I played that on vacation.
A little bit.
On the Switch a little bit. It got remastered.
What was the Sparrow the Dragon or whatever? That game too?
Also amazing. Also just got remastered.
Wow, Ratchet and Clank.
Nope. Nope. No idea.
That was PlayStation exclusive, I think.
Sly Cooper.
Dirty PlayStation.
Dirty PlayStation. PlayStation has the best exclusives, man.
Like
Xbox, Halo.
Yeah,
Halo, dude.
The greatest exclusive ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point.
Here's what I will say.
But it's like
PlayStation
1
does have
a lot of good single player.
They have MLB the
God
Show.
of War.
MLB the Show, man.
MLB the Show. Make a baseball game. Why aren't people making baseball games?
Because MLB's got deals with PlayStation. Probably, I don't know.
You're right.
There was some baseball games back in the day. There was like NCAA baseball, which was a fucking amazing game.
I had that.
But due to obvious issues with the NCAA and their
the
corruption.
Players,
it's crooked.
People talk that it might come back because of with everything being password, players can be paid to an extent based off their
likeness.
their likeness. That there's been talks that they bring back NCAA games, and I'm like, I'll play them.
They'll never get the schools again.
Yeah, too many of them have their own like private TV contracts and all these things.
That's the reason. I read all those articles about like them bringing it back, and it's like the Big Ten, the PAC, or ACC, SEC. They're all have their own TV contracts, and they'll never come back.
And as soon as some of these players get told they can make money off like their YouTube videos or whatever, COVID hits, and they're like, all right, good luck making money now. No one's gonna watch it. There's gonna be no sports in the fall. Nadeshot. Someone wanted to fill me in. They had some Nadeshot topics.
Yeah, Nadeshot's been doing kind of the ringer of podcasts lately. Did Logan Paul's podcast, and he also did Optic Hex's podcast.
Impulsive.
Maybe another one I'm forgetting.
I'm not gonna lie, Impulsive. I don't watch it like on the reg, but I do watch clips from it, and
they get some good guests.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, they do.
It's pretty good.
But they brought up Dr. Disrespect, and Nadeshot said there's a 0% chance that Doc, after getting $1 million, a massive contract from Twitch, that there's 0% chance that him or his legal team don't know the reason for his suspension yet.
Hey, what's going on with Dr. Disrespect? Oh yeah, do you know anything? Do you know what happened? He got banned from Twitch.
Got banned from Twitch.
No one knows why. He doesn't even know why.
I don't think it's possible for Dr. Disrespect and his legal team not to know. I see Dr. Disrespect as a friend. I've talked to him throughout this situation. We've texted here and there. I think he's one of the best entertainers on the internet.
Sure.
But I just think there is no way you sign a multi-million-dollar deal with Twitch on a multi-year term and they ban you and your legal counsel doesn't know why. There's no way that there's just no communication. In my mind, it has to have major legal implications because you can't just renege on a deal like that.
Facts.
Like you have to be able to at least give some sort of explanation or take it as a legal matter. So I think everyone's NDA'd right now. Nobody's talking about it.
But what could be so catastrophic that also stays in the dark?
That's a great question.
So I was finding it kind of interesting because Doc and Nadeshot are friends. That Nadeshot would go on podcasts and kind of blow up his spot a little bit. I think everyone was thinking it, but to hear it come from Nadeshot himself, you're kind of like,
yeah,
he's kind of a trusted
prompted
figure.
it? Did someone bring it up?
yeah, Logan Paul brought it up. But still, I mean, you could just, if he's your friend, you could just side with him, I guess, and have his back.
Didn't he say
in it,
that
but...
he was in talks with him, like texting with him back and forth, and that they're just all they've got to be just in the weeds and NDAs. I mean, that's the only thing that neither side wants to talk because they probably have NDA signed and they're like, we can't talk. If one of us does, that's a breach of contract, and then the other party's going to win the suit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's what the case is for sure, but I mean, I didn't believe Doc from the beginning when he said he didn't know yet. Like, I thought there's no way. They're one of the biggest streamers on the platform. They don't tell him. And then, so I mean, why lie about it? Why not just be like, it's going through?
They're probably trying to
lawyers and.
I kind of think that's why he made that "It's Out of My Hands" song, just so the song where he's like, "It's out of my hands."
It's out of my hands, but I'm still in control.
Because I don't think he wanted people on Twitch just spamming constantly, and by like releasing that song, it made people chill out.
I don't know, man. I think mega corporations like that can do whatever the hell they want for whatever reason.
So you think Twitch just dropped a ban on him for no reason? There's no way.
I think it's possible.
I think that's a 0% chance.
Dude,
Why
or
it's
scummy shit like that happens all the time. Especially like if you guys
to
ever
the
watch,
smaller guys, it don't matter as much.
you ever watch the big YouTube guys who get like the bans or the strikes on their channel and they have no idea why?
Yeah,
and
it does
A
happen.
lot of that can be like AI.
Right, but then they do
weed
the
out
manual
shit.
review, and then they get nothing back from YouTube. Like that's the end of it.
There does need to be better. There needs to be better communication on like a lot of platforms because what Rev's saying is right. Like that shit happens on YouTube. Shit happens on Twitch. They need to figure that out because that's
what.
There's so many people that work for those companies now. We got to get that under control.
What better contact or communication could you have with the guy, the biggest streamer on your platform that you signed the biggest bag to? If you can't have a line of communication with that guy, then you're not going to be able to talk to fuck all. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. There's no way.
He had to know. Yeah,
that'd be like YouTube banning Mr. Beast and not telling him.
Yeah,
like what?
Well, here's my thinking. I think
what?
I think maybe they haven't reached out and said exactly what it is, and so technically he's not lying. I think technically maybe they haven't said, "Hey, dog, we banned you because of this." But what's going on is he's trying to paint the image on them, saying, "Look, he might have an idea, like, okay, I know I did this, or this happened, or they mentioned this, but they haven't haven't exclusively come out and said, yeah, the reason why you're banned is because of this." But or maybe that's all talks between lawyers, and his lawyer can't tell him, and they're trying to hash it out. I mean, I'm still flabbergasted. I still have no clue. I think he has at least an idea of what happened or why he's banned, but Twitch hasn't exclusively said, yeah, this is exactly why. Which leads me to think Twitch is
got to be something legal, and they're battling it out because he's already on YouTube, already starting his next fucking chapter. Yeah. And it's still no one knows what's going on. So who knows how long it'll take?
Some people on Twitter know.
Did you subscribe, Rev?
Some liars.
To the doc the second he went live.
Oh, no. Tier 3 or what?
Oh, dude, if there was a tier 4, I'd do that.
It's a super chat on YouTube. You get super chats.
So what it's called?
Yeah, they're called super chats. That's how you get donations.
That's kind of trolly. I don't know if I like
Sign
that.
up for his Patreon
Super
and his
chat.
OnlyFans. All of the above.
Doc has an OnlyFans.
I'd pay for that.
It's just pictures of him in his
See
full
that-
costume still.
See that
Does the
black
carpet
steel-
match the drapes?
It has to.
Rob, don't you got another topic with Nadeshot?
Oh yeah, just failing teams.
Fucking failing all around. Didn't
Failing in league. How's the CS team doing, CP? I guess they might be okay.
I haven't heard anything about 100 Thieves in CS in a while, so it's definitely not good if they're still a thing.
Well, Nadeshot brought it up recently because he was getting, I guess, spammed in his chat or the Reddit or something. And, he brought it up on his live stream, talking about the struggles and how his Valorant team isn't performing, the Counter-Strike team is hit or miss, and majority of his teams are shit. And he's not happy about it, and they're working to fix it.
I saw it
because I guess a lot of people are saying like you're just a merch company, you don't care about your gaming side.
Wasn't that what they were supposed to
He's
be
not really
from like what they originally were just going to be a merch team or company or something like that, and then they just grew?
I think you are right on that.
Yeah,
and I
they
think
kinda
he's even
started
said
out like
that.
that.
He's got some good merch though. I'll give him that.
Well, yeah, his merch is good, and his teams are good. I mean, they just haven't been performing.
Well,
Fucking-
when you spend millions of dollars to
their COD team was good. Their COD team started off shit.
They
They
got-
got a couple champs.
they got to COD champs in I think it was
They took second.
Yeah, and they lost. What does it say is when you spend millions of dollars for a league spot in the LCS championships or whatever it is, what is it, LCS for league, and your team doesn't perform. Like I saw a tweet from him the other day. He was like, "Let's go LCS match, whatever, yada yada," super hyped. And then like the next tweet was like, "We've got it. You've something like just very straight to the point, like we've got to be better. Period." Or he said something like, "To say I'm disappointed is an understatement." Something along those lines, where it's just like, wow, he is pissed. He's obviously upset and frustrated with his league team. And I think they got off to a pretty good start when he first got him. But
yeah, I remember that.
They like won some matches.
They had like popular people on the team, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really name the people because I don't follow the league, but they were like pretty good faces in the League of Legends NA community. So I don't know. I think he does a good job recruiting not only talent but also like popular talent. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that are in the esports industry that just compete. But I think Nadeshot finds players attractive that are good at competing, but also have like a following.
He takes like the Hex approach. Yeah. I mean, he comes from optics, so he thinks about content along to go with quality competition. But you can't just take one base that's good at content and then fill it in with 4 other guys who aren't any good at content, like Hiko and 4 PUBG guy,
players.
and expect him to perform.
It's like such a drastically different game compared to Valorant. BR in third person, where you like have to know how to play the circle and play the map, versus Valorant, which is like heavy teamwork and pushing sights and impeccable aim.
The only people I've seen make
just so different.
The only person who I've seen dominate and make the transition, like and be one of the top players in the game, do that is Sinatra. He went from Overwatch as a top player.
What did he play?
He played Overwatch. He was like the best player in Overwatch, and he came over to Valorant.
He was like MVP last year.
And he's just as freakishly good at Valorant as he was in Overwatch. Like he's insane.
Well, wasn't that Formal too? Wasn't Formal a Halo Pro and then a COD Pro?
Yeah, but those are
Crim 6.
Those are easier.
People that can make the jump. It's crazy.
Those are easier transitions, I think.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Coming from a controller where it's just like point aim with your thumbs, like that's such a big. But like games like Overwatch, which is tracing, to Valorant, which has like movement, kind of like Counter-Strike and different. More snappy. It's you have to pull down for your sprays. That's harder. That takes years to master. And for you to switch from where it shoots where your crosshair is, then to switch to one where you have to pull your crosshair down and then shoot at an angle, and to come out and dominate, other pros have been doing it for 10 years. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think in the topic we were talking about was like, does Nadeshot care to win? Like that was kind of the debate.
Yeah.
And like I definitely think he does care to win
For
because
sure.
like he's a
100%.
competitor at heart, and then also okay, let's say maybe he is about the brand. Your brand's going to do well if your teams are winning. You know what I mean? Like your clothes are going to sell more if your teams are winning. That's more jersey sales, more T-shirt sales. So I think at heart he's a competitor, and then I also think he wants his brand to succeed. So winning's going to
that's
help.
where I
you know?
wonder if he needs to make some changes in his business and maybe not step down, but he needs to hire some more people so he can focus because he's stuck between being the businessman and then also a content creator and building a brand at the same time, being crazy, like ultra competitive, right? Where if he can just focus on one of those, it'll relieve a lot of stress for him, I think.
That is true.
I think it's crazy that we could sit here and throw stones at Nadeshot when we know nothing of the business.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it's
100%.
insanely hard and a lot of money to put together the right team to win championships, let alone like contracts being involved in shit and people you can and can't get. I believe he 100% wants to win at all costs. You know, so much harder than any of us even understand to put together a good team.
It's especially at this time, it's really hard to get people because Valorant's such a new game. You don't know who's going to be good at the game. Like, yeah, you can see some pro players that have transitioned that have an obvious leg up and that are obviously talented at the game.
Yeah.
But these guys took a risk who signed like Sinatra, right? Like people like that. Like that was a risk, but it paid off. And it's not easy to find 5 people who are willing to do that. Now, I think as more tournaments happen and there's more events that happen over the weekend, people are going to come and go from teams and these smaller orgs. One player is going to stand out and then eventually teams will start kind of molding. But that's just going to take time. I think everyone was wanting to have the best team right away so fast that they jumped to get a team out there that was somewhat solidified, and then they're let down when they aren't getting the results that they want.
Hashtag
You think
bring back the Randozos?
Oh, dude, Randozos on Smite, Jesus, yeah. I was gonna say, do you ever think it gets to a point with Valorant where like you're the best breach in the world, you're the best Sage in the world, like, and people are like, we have the best Sage in the world, like that, like is like their advertising and things like that. You know what I mean?
I think it's
I
don't know
to an extent.
Maybe with like
metas
Jet
and
or
shit.
Phoenix or
I think if it
be the best
I think if it
Sage.
stays the way it is right now, maybe because there's only 4 maps, but eventually as there's more characters and let's say they get to an 8 map pool, that'll change because maybe Sage isn't viable for that map
On every
or
map.
Jet's not
Yeah,
viable
that's
or
true.
whatever. So they're gonna have to adapt. So
Yeah.
because I mean, yeah, there's players like in Counter-Strike like Kineas and Guardian and Skadoodle who are the world's best oppers. But even them, sometimes their opping was off or it wasn't viable for them to op, so they had to use rifles. So they have to be able to adapt and still be able to hang their own with different variables at play. I do want to plug a couple things before we get on to the last 2 closure things. We got Run It Back. Run It Back recap coming in hot. This week going live Wednesday, so if you're watching this video, it would have been yesterday. We have Misadventures 16. I always get this off.
It is 16, yeah.
Week 16. It's 4 months. Only missed 2 weeks, but week 16 of Misadventures. It's our montage edit. It is our funnies and fails highlight that we do weekly. Edited by Rob Peck City himself. Usually very high quality stuff. So be sure to drop by, give that a like. And then Friday we have our latest King of the Keyboard, which is our competition series. This week we don't have any consequences. I
haven't
funny
even
there.
seen it yet.
Something funny there. Hold, we're gonna back it up real quick.
I need to watch that.
I was just staring at Rob.
That'll if you're watching this now, that'll come out tomorrow. But that's interesting.
Best one yet. Best one yet. You guys are gonna love it.
And then yeah, those are the only 2 videos we have going up this week. Besides this one will be the 3rd. Do you guys have anything you want to add on to with Run It Back recap?
I think that's about it, man.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Ozarka. Budweiser and Ozarka. Water.
Corona.
All right, so
Buffalo Trace.
Ooh, that's
more
a good
Pap
one.
Van
Need
Winkle.
some more.
All right, so this is interesting that you're gonna like this. So on this day in history, you guys were talking about 100 Thieves and Call of Duty. So fun fact, on this day, when this actually, as of recording this, August 18th, on this day, on August 18th, 2019, led by Clayster himself, there was the Call of Duty Championships, where E United won their second straight Call of Duty Championships over 100 Thieves.
Okay. I think I
That's
remember
my
that.
boy Clayster.
Dude, like, I don't know how he can hang, man. There's been a lot of people in that age bracket, in COD specifically, that have just dropped out and faded away. But yeah, he's been one that stuck around. The dude's a
A
beast.
lot of Adderall, probably.
Just rips that vape. Snorts Adderall every day.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I miss Ponytail Clayster. That was my
dude.
My favorite.
Ponytail Clayster was
If
funny.
you saw Ponytail Clayster, you're an OG. You've been around for a while.
He could have branded that. He could have put that shit on T-shirts. People would have loved it. You throwing ponytails in the audience.
Oh shit. Speaking of, I said it again. Eric's gonna love to hear me say "speaking of." I only did it once this week, so you're welcome.
I've been paying attention. It's been pretty good.
Say the throwing the T-shirts made me think of T-shirt time, which kind of goes in the suit with trivia time. You guys ready for some trivia?
Let's get it.
All right, so
Ready?
trivia.
Ready to get my second dub.
Trivia time. The way it's gonna work.
I got the first dub.
We're gonna do.
Yeah, he only answered one question.
Well, in Jeopardy. Yeah.
What? That was Jeopardy. That wasn't part of this.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
4 questions. Okay. Everyone's gonna do one pick. We're gonna play this game out throughout each week, and eventually we'll have a winner at the end of probably, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 25 questions. So that's gonna be approximately 6 weeks. We'll have a winner.
Figure it out, Rob.
Okay, we are doing Jeopardy. Your categories are CS:GO, League of Legends,
Disgusting. Okay, you put League in there. That's respectable.
Overwatch,
Oh.
Overwatch, Gamer Words, and Game Awards.
Okay.
Can you pull it into your shit?
I don't. Let me add a source. Let's do that.
The
Did you
cameras
say
just explode.
Gamer words?
Gamer words like tilted,
800.
cracked,
All
get
right.
shit on. Someone else say one.
Noob, the biggest word of all.
Okay, that's true. That
That's
is
a
probably
good
the most
one.
popular one.
Salt.
Salt.
What does that remind you
Okay,
of? Rev?
look
I know it
at
reminds me
look
of.
at the live broadcast. Let me know how it looks. Does it look okay?
Yeah, that's it.
Ron.
Yeah, that's good.
Looks good.
Where am I looking? Wait, on
Can you
Discord.
move
Discord, I guess?
Can you
CPU
move your
stream.
camera somehow? Like move my little
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Exit
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you can exit
Hit
that.
the X.
No, that's
And then
that's
make the source
if
bigger.
I do that, that's when.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, that's when it screws up the cams.
Yeah. So I gotta leave it how it is. I mean, you guys don't really need to see it because I'm gonna screen cap
Yeah,
this
not
anyways
really.
and change it in the actual thing. Let's see here. I'm thinking.
All right, I'll go first. Game
I go
Awards,
first?
300.
I'm
I'm
right
thinking of a
underneath
number
CP.
1 through 20. Rev, what's your number?
I got my number.
5.
Ron,
11.
Eric,
7.
Rob.
12.
Okay, so it goes. My number was
Rob
10.
won it. Shit.
So whoever said 11 was first. Whoever said 12 is second. Whoever said
I'm third.
7 is third. 5, which is Rev, is 4. So who is 11?
Ron.
It was me.
Ron, Rob, me.
All
Rev.
right, Ron.
Let's do the easy League of Legends. Let's do 100 League of Legends.
You only get one question, Ron, so this could be your only opportunity to get points.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get it because I don't know League of Legends like you guys think I do.
I do.
I don't know League of Legends like you guys think I do.
I do want to say this.
Man.
We are doing negative points, so if you get it wrong, you get negative.
Okay,
Do
bump
we
me
have
up to
to
200.
say fucking what is bullshit?
Bump me up
Yes,
to
and you
200.
and you
Bump me up
have
to
to
200.
answer in a question. You have to answer in a question. If you don't answer in a
Do
question,
that again.
you don't answer in a question, you're automatically wrong. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna read the question. You boys ready?
Wait. Yeah,
Lee
200.
said League
200.
one.
200?
Yeah, Eric talked me into it. Actually, never mind. Not listening to Eric. Do 100.
What a
All right, locking
puss.
in League of Legends 100.
Okay.
What season are we in the game? Oh, this could be out of date.
Ron.
This could be out of date. I don't know when this.
It's your pick.
I don't know
Ron.
when this
You
was
get to
made.
go.
Oh, I get to just go first no matter what?
I don't know when this was made, so this could be out of date.
No, I think you still have to buzz in.
Oh, do you?
I buzzed in.
Yeah.
All right, Ron.
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, I'm going to say what is Season 8? I think it is Season 8.
What is season 8? 100 for Ron.
Thank you. Thank you, God.
Wow.
All right, who is next?
That's just because I played it recently. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I knew it.
It's a damn shame.
It's
You
8
get to pick
years.
again?
8 years of being one of the most popular games in the world. Eric, you watch your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Pick
All right,
again, Ron?
who?
What?
No, I don't
No,
pick.
it's
I don't
next
pick.
person.
No.
Oh, really?
It's on you, Rob.
All right, that's me. Gamer words 500.
Ooh,
Oh.
going for the
Opposite
jugular. All right,
opposite
here we go. Here we go.
personality.
Yeah.
Listen closely.
No, wait. Is it Gamer
Gamer
Words or Game Awards?
Gamer words.
Okay, gamer words for 500. Here we go. What does NVM stand for?
Oh, Rob.
So
Never
easy.
mind.
I don't think that's right.
He didn't say what is.
Oh my god.
Rob.
What is? I also
What is?
don't
Never
think that's a gamer
mind.
word.
Whoa.
That's not a.
That's not a
Gamer
gamer
word.
word.
He left. He left.
You hate to see it. We say.
Dude, that's so easy though.
Did you watched Jeopardy one time?
I literally didn't buzz in because I thought there's no way it's never mind.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, so Eric,
All right. Gamer Words 400 if they're gonna be that easy.
gamer words for
It's like
400.
it's like be right back.
What does FFS stand for?
Eric.
Eric Cody.
Eric.
Damn it.
For fuck's. What is for fuck's sake?
Oh no!
I didn't finish it. I
Jesus
didn't finish it.
Christ,
I
dude.
didn't
That's
finish
not
it.
it. That's not it, bro.
It's
That's not it.
forfeits.
Forfeits?
I don't think it's
Okay,
forfeit.
okay, time out. Do we accept his answer because he started it, but then he corrected himself? So do we accept
I
that?
corrected myself.
I will give him that. He did correct himself. The
Wait, if it truly is for fuck's sake, I'll give it to him. But I don't even.
the
I didn't
answer
think it was
is
that.
what is for fuck's sake?
Oh, okay. Okay, you know more than me.
Did he say what is?
Did he say what
he
is?
started, but then he fixed it. He stopped it and fixed it. So I'll give it to him.
So he said 4, and then he said what is for
He
fuck's
goes.
sake.
He,
Is that what
he
happened?
goes 4, and he goes, "What is for fuck's sake?" Okay, Rev with the
I think that's acceptable.
Rev
I
with the
think that's
last
acceptable.
choice of the night.
Overwatch 500.
Overwatch 500. We're gonna do 5. We're gonna do 5. That way we can do this in 4 weeks and have 5 each week. It'll be quick.
Then you just pick the next one.
Okay, so Overwatch 500. Who is the least played hero in Overwatch?
Rev.
Rev.
It's gonna be
There's no way you can try this.
Torbjorn. Who is Torbjorn?
Is that the turret guy?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Who is Doomfist?
Damn it!
Doomfist? He was fucking people up when I played.
Boom.
Man, our shit tier level.
All right. So for me, for y'all's final question.
Don't do CS:GO.
Game Awards.
All right. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go Game Awards 2017.
But you don't know the answers, right?
No, for 300.
Do you imagine?
Best multiplayer game: PUBG or Fortnite?
Rev.
Rev.
Oh my god.
What? That's such a vague question.
It's so easy.
Rev.
Or does it go to the guy?
Oh,
who-
it's Game Awards. It's Game Awards.
is
Which one won?
Fortnite?
What is Fortnite?
2017?
Adam.
I don't think it was out.
I think that's too early.
I mean,
No
What is
way.
PUBG?
PUBG.
Damn it!
We eat it,
Damn.
bro.
All right. So
Thank you.
the end of week 1's trivia
Welcome.
time.
Eric's leading.
Eric is leading. Eric's coming in strong with 400. Ron with 100. Rob with negative 500. And Rev, we've got some work to do. Negative 800.
He can bounce
He
back.
can bounce back. It only takes one Jeopardy double, whatever it's called.
Oh, true.
Wait. We're still
No,
going.
no.
No.
We're gonna
we
pick
start
this. We're
next
gonna pick it
week.
up next
Okay.
week. We're gonna pause it there. You're gonna have to tune in next week to see the results of next week. You guys got anything you want to add for the outro?
I'm
I
taking
think so.
the legends.
We're all good.
Negative 3,000. Here I come.
Hey, look, if you can't be number one, you gotta at least be the worst loser.